Christmas season, snow falling, bells ringing, and somehow HasanAbi is beefing with literally everyone again.
Are you telling me on Christmas? On Christmas. He had a 2-hour segment on you for Christmas? Merry Christmas.
While most people were opening gifts, Hasan was opening comment sections and immediately regretting it because according to him, it's been a bad year for his haters, but according to the internet, this might have been the best HasanAbi controversy year ever.
Asmon has a day off, so I watched this. Habibi-san talk shit. Asmongold. 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 Asmongold.
Today, we're breaking down how Hasan celebrated the holidays by flexing media praise, beefing with other streamers, arguing with his own audience, and somehow still calling Twitch a right-wing platform. Yeah, that part is wild.
Asmongold. By Asmongold. 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 Asmon is incredibly consistent on his views, saying the same shit Asmongold is saying. Asmongold. Asmongold.
Let's get into it. So Hasan starts things off feeling festive, very cheerful. He claims his critics had an absolutely terrible year while he thrived. In his mind, he's winning. Mainstream media likes him. Big outlets praise him. Articles glaze him like it's Olympic level PR. But here's the issue. The second Hasan scrolls through the comments, reality punches him in the face because people still don't like him. Instead of reflecting, he does what he does the best. He blames Redditors.
Asmongold. 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 Asmongold.
Hasan starts jokingly labeling himself with increasingly unhinged titles and accidentally hands his critics unlimited meme fuel. If you name yourself something stupid, the internet will tattoo it forever.
Asmon is incredibly consistent on his views. They just don't fit in a neat box. There's more nuance to it. He's
Uh-oh.
Bro, I like you, but your chat, they go after people like rabid dogs.
Yeah.
You don't even have a fucking real world example of this.
How about Ethan?
Now, we pivot to Hasan talking about real jobs, which is interesting because Hasan, born into privilege, platformed early, and boosted by massive creators, starts explaining how exhausting normal work is and how streaming is somehow harder than a 9-to-5 job. He references past work experience, vaguely gestures at struggle, and paints himself as someone who put in the grind. And that's where people lost it because the biggest complaint isn't that Hasan streams a lot, it is that he constantly minimizes how uniquely lucky his path was while lecturing everyone else about labor. That contradiction, that speaks streamer hypocrisy.
Don't ever let him tell you that he's not a slop tuber. He just revealed that he knows all of the internal drama about Clavicular and his ex-girlfriend. So this whole thing of like, I'm a political commentator, I'm above all this stuff, not really though, right?
Next up, Hasan versus other creators. He goes after commentary YouTubers, calling them scared, claims they won't criticize Asmongold because they're afraid of his audience, which is ironic considering Hasan has one of the most aggressive fan bases on Twitch.
I even tell people not to go after people who are calling me out with regular fucking frequency.
Yes, sure.
I can't stop people from viewing you a certain way.
You know, Moist Critical's fan base, or whether it be all the slop tubers and centrists, they're not going to go after him. He's cultivated a very diehard fan base.
Asmongold becomes the shadow looming over the rant. Higher numbers, more views, less controversy, and Hasan can't stop bringing him up. That's the thing about streamer rivalry. The person you mention the most is usually the one living rent-free in your mind.
He's trying to indirectly put pressure on him for him to attack me because he made a video critical of Hasan's dog thing.
Then comes the wildest claim of all. Hasan says Twitch is right-wing. Yes, Twitch, the platform that boosts him, protects him, promotes him, and puts him on the front page. At this point, the victim narrative goes into overdrive. Hasan argues that if he was actually extreme, he'd be even more popular, ignoring the fact that controversy is literally his fuel. He talks about anti-Semitism accusations, says people misunderstood him, and frames all criticism as bad faith attacks. But here's the issue. You can't constantly escalate language, target people personally, and then act shocked when the response escalates back. That's not politics, that's internet drama. And then we get the CNN article, another glowing profile, another puff piece, another round of Hasan represents young men. The article praises his physique, his influence, his empathy, while ignoring years of unhinged clips, insults, and community meltdowns, which adds fuel to the criticism that Hasan benefits from media protection. rejection others don't get. And that's why this controversy won't die, because the disconnect between how Hasan sees himself and how the internet sees him keeps getting wider. So was it really a bad year for HasanAbi haters, or was it the year Hasan became a walking content generator because every rant creates clips, every claim creates memes, every denial creates 10 new videos? At the end of the day, Hasan isn't losing relevance, he is losing credibility, and in the streaming economy, that's way harder to recover from. Watch this video next, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers!